Today we are going to give you 3 reasons to visit Yellowstone National Park.
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're Diary of a Family.
We're living life intentionally with you.
I'm an RV tech.
And I am a travel nurse.
And we've been traveling on the road for the last 3 years with our 3 wonderful children. We just got through a wonderful time at Yellowstone National Park, and we wanted to share with you some of the things that we learned and hopefully get you inspired to go to that park as well.
Now there are a lot of things that you have to think about before you go to a national park as big as Yellowstone. We have learned some tips, we have learned some tricks, and we're going to share those with you today. We're about to enter Yellowstone.
Another milestone.
Another milestone at Yellowstone.
Dad joke.
Dad joke of the year. What do you think, Timothy? What are we gonna see?
A geyser, maybe a mud pot, and maybe a hot springs. Those or maybe a Fumaroli.
Cool. You're learning lots in your Junior Ranger book already, huh?
So the Fumaroli is something like a ditch with like geysers in it.
Wow. You may have heard that Yellowstone has a lot of crowds, traffic, and even some really dangerous things. But don't let that put you off when it comes to planning your trip to Yellowstone. Here are 3 reasons that you should brave these things.
Number 1, you get to experience the history that is Yellowstone. Did you know that Yellowstone was the very first national park in the entire world?
It also encompasses 3 states, Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming.
It is also one of the largest national parks in America.
And for those of you who have little Junior Rangers, this park offers a patch instead of a badge. The stupid icky smell is part of the coolness of this.
Buddy, the entire park is gonna smell like that. Just get used to it or don't breathe.
Can we go there?
We might go and stop there if we have time. Look at that, wow. And what makes all those colors? Yes.
Number 2, there are so many amazing and unique animals that you get to experience at Yellowstone.
You really have to spend quite a few days and pray for good weather and just go into all the nooks and crannies of the park. But you will see bison, their babies, elk, their babies. We have seen so many photographs of fox and wolf and deer. It is just a beautiful place, and these animals are very comfortable in their surroundings.
Just make sure that you follow the national park's guidelines when it comes to interacting with these animals.
Be aware that there are bear and wolves in the park, and you need to give extra space to these creatures.
Number 3, you are on top of an active volcano.
This is what creates over 10,000 amazing features of this park. You have geysers, you have hot springs, you have mud pots, you have fumaroles. These are such amazing features that you won't want to miss. They come in small, medium, large, spectacular. Every time you turn around, there is something new to discover.
Also, there are some really amazing waterfalls in Yellowstone as well, so don't skip the falls.
We hope these 3 things have helped you decide to make Yellowstone your next adventure. So start planning that trip today with these pro tips.
Number 1, you need to plan for any type of weather.
On our second day to Yellowstone, it hailed. It was so white on the ground, and I'm talking, this is the end of June.
Yeah.
And it hailed.
A few days before that, it was hot. So you never know exactly what kind of weather you will get at Yellowstone. Remember, it could be raining in one part of the park and not in another part.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, planning for any type of weather is a necessity.
Look at that. It's all hail, isn't it? It's hail, Edison. It's hard. It's hard ice hitting the windshield. What do you think about that?
Look at it, it's piled up on the road.
Oh my goodness, it is hailing so bad. It is piling up on the road. Pro tip number 2, get to the park as early as you possibly can. There are so many crowds, the traffic gets crazy. We did go one day later on in the morning and it took us 4 hours to get to Old Faithful. We went the second day as early as we possibly could and it was smooth sailing right into the park, right to the first attraction that we wanted to go and see.
Also, earlier in the morning, there are more animals out grazing and enjoying the cool morning.
Just demonstrating how big the bear's paw can get. That's probably grizzly bear, and then this is probably the black bear.
Look at this. The grizzly bear's paws is bigger than my head.
Bigger than your head.
Hey, look at these You can't get everything walking, good walking.
What do you think about that? Yeah? Edison, look at how big the bison head is. You see the bison
That's
head?
not a real bison head.
It is.
Look at this, Mom.
You just stuck your head through its eyeball, stuck it into its brain.
Pro tip number 3, if at all possible, plan your trip in the off season. This is one of the local tips that we got, and if you can get there before the snow hits and before inclement weather, do that. The crowds will be a whole lot less. There'll probably be more animals in the wild, and you can get to see a whole lot more of the park during your visit.
Oh, this is a microscopic
right here.
view. Spirulina is just one of the many thermophils living at Mammoth Hot Springs. When we see through a microscope, its spiral shape is easy to detect. So that's a living critter.
It looks weird.
Well, that's what happens.
This is through the microscope
Yeah, that's the only way
of
you
one
can
of these
see.
little microbes that live in these orange waters.
See the orange color you see is millions and millions of these microscopic critters.
But
They're
the white
called-
one, but
they're microorganisms called thermophils.
and the white ones are dead.
The white stuff here, there's no more microorganisms. It's just the travertine.
We feel that these tips will help you have a wonderful experience at Yellowstone National Park. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, live life intentionally.
Bye everyone.
Oh, Mother,
And is it continuous? No. Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
We went to the right-hand side like Kevin had predicted and got completely soaked. It was hilarious.